I know we're talking about Zeke. Does Zeke have something to prove? I don't think he does. And I've been saying this for 2 years now. No, I've been saying this for 2 years. Zeke, first of all, Zeke's overpaid. So there's nothing to prove.
Yeah,
we know he's overpaid.
You got to prove that contract.
He's already proved he's overpaid. So he don't got nothing to prove in my opinion. What do you want to play worse? So I've been saying for the past 2 years, he's done. He got overpaid. Tony Pollard, I thought was equal or better than him 2 years ago. And I think last year he's a better running back last year than he is. And this year he should be the feature back in my opinion. Zeke he just not. He was great in his prime. I think they paid him for what he did in the past, not for what he was going to do now and in the future. And that's fine. I mean, it's not fine for Cowboys fans. It's not fine for me if I was a Cowboys fan. But I mean, give the man his money. He had some good seasons before. In fantasy football, I think his ADP is like at 47 now. I think I seen him go like 65. Like no one believes in this guy anymore. Dalton knows. I've been saying this. I know Mike on the mic, NFL Mike, Tony. Those guys know. I've been saying this for over a year, for sure, like 2 years that Zeke is done. I don't want to say he's done. He's not washed. He's just not a top 10 running back.
He's washed. He's fucking washed as shit. Everybody in Dallas knows it. Everybody in Philly knows it. Tony Pollard is that fucking guy. So at the end of the day, I'm really, really excited to see Zeke get his ass kicked and then see where Zeke goes, because then Zeke's going to have something to prove. Zeke's going to go to like a team that is going to use him as like a kind of like a halfback one, but like what Todd Gurley was in Atlanta, like that kind of a halfback one. You know what I mean? Where it's like you play 13 downs and you run on first down and you get 60 yards and a touchdown, but it's not something to prove, Zeke. I don't think you're ever going to be an 1,000-yard rusher again. The Cowboys line isn't what it was. You aren't what you were.
I find it funny that everyone's saying he's past his prime. He's still only 26. But that doesn't mean I have that doesn't mean I don't have a different opinion, though. I do think Ezekiel Elliott has something to prove that he's actually worth the money he's getting paid. But Zeke Elliott is a prime example of why you don't pay for running back. You just get them while they have them for a little bit, and then you just draft a new one or sign a younger one. You just don't pay running back anymore because the offensive line is what makes most running backs. And look at this offensive line. Since it has been starting on the decline since Zeke got there, Zeke's numbers have gone down significantly every single year. As the older this offensive line's got, so has Zeke's production. It just keeps going down. I don't think that's going to change. I think Zeke Elliott needs to move on. Tony Pollard, I agree. I think he needs to be running back one moving into the future.
Yeah, I think Zeke's washed. I think Pollard should have been the number one last year. Even in fantasy, Pollard was good, and he wasn't getting as many touches, I feel like.
Obviously, Zeke is washed. He's terrible. He's fat and slow. But this is like a bigger issue for the Cowboys. They've been doing this for years. Jerry Jones gets his boys that he gets in the draft. That's obviously not worth the money, but he gives them the money just to support them. He's been doing this for years. Like, the Cowboys fans are used to this. They're used to a player playing good for their first couple seasons, overpaying them, regretting it for 5 years, and can't do anything because Jerry Jones is too loyal. He's the reason the Cowboys aren't going to be a good football team next year.